what we want to talk about today are ghost spiders. Ghosty got pulled over. I have something here. I came back to offer up a bit of a contest. Welcome to Mike's Morning Mug, or well, Mike and Shana's Morning Mug. It's actually afternoon right now, but here we are on the road. I do have a mug full of coffee, although I'm not really drinking it right now because it's so hot, so I have some water down here. And Shana has her iced tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Or sweet tea with ice.
With ice.
But what we want to talk about today are ghost spiders. And this kind of came up this morning after I killed a rather large spider in the bathroom today, probably good $50 size. The question came about, go ahead.
Yeah, if animals can have, if a ghost can be an animal and there are human ghosts, then why can't there be spider ghosts?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I know there's a, you know, an actual condition, it's called something, you know, specific when your skin crawls or whatever, but, you know, what happens if when you can see where it looks like something should be crawling on your skin, yet you don't see anything? What if it is the ghost of a spider that you killed at some point?
Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, we have reports of dog spirits, we have reports of cat spirits, bird spirits. I know, talking with Rob, you know, he's mentioned all kinds of spirits like that. But what about spiders or other bugs? You know, when you get that cobwebby feel, we go into some different areas like, oh, we got that cobwebby feel, you don't actually see it. Well, what if it's a spider that you actually killed that has just suddenly slung a spider web over your face? It's possible, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, there's times where I'll feel something crawl on me and I'll be like, please, please don't let it be a spider, and then feel it again and look and nothing's there. So
yeah, you get the little creepy crawlies up the arm. You know, what if that's like maybe some ants that you stepped on when you were a kid? I was a big ant bully when I was a kid. You know, I'd go out there, smush, 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 smush. So, but what if they come back as ghosts to haunt the hell out of me because, you know, I killed them all?
You know, and how do you get rid of them? It's not like you can communicate with a bug. You know, I mean, I can't.
Yeah, and
when I tell spiders to get lost, they don't listen to me. You know?
And I don't think you could step on like a ghost spider or, you know, a ghost ant or something like that. You know, you can't flush it down the toilet.
No.
So ghost spiders, what do you think? You think there's, you know, ghost spiders are legit? I don't know. I think there's that possibility.
You know, if everything else can have a spirit or a ghost, if everything else can be one, why can't bugs?
Yeah, why can't spiders and ants and things like that? Why don't they have a soul? Or are we saying that they're soulless? Maybe they're the, you know, because they're the bottom of the food chain, they're, you know, damned to hell? Is that the deal?
Yeah, there's a bug of hell somewhere. It's called, you know, the sewer system, because that's where all spiders go if I can get someone to kill one for me. Oof.
That's right. You know, okay, people talk about a dog heaven, a cat heaven. Maybe it's a spider hell, or an ant hell, or a cockroach hell.
I know that we are not the only ones that have thought about this. Can't be the only ones that have thought about this.
Dealing with the paranormal and the supernatural, and you have to kind of account for a lot of different possibilities. So it may seem silly talking about ghost spiders, and there's a flash of lightning over there. But in all honesty, why not? Why can't there be a ghost of a spider lurking about somewhere? Or a ghost of some other creature? Because yeah, we see dog and cat spirits all the time. Interact with them, what have you. Especially their former owners. Now, spider isn't owned by anybody. Well, that's not true. The big ones, like people own giant tarantulas and stuff.
Those
so are they haunted by their tarantulas?
My friends. No. Well, actually, I do have a friend that owns one.
You were just talking about him this morning.
Yeah, talking about this very thing.
Yes.
People that owns big spiders as pets. So if Brian is watching this, I still think you're crazy, and I'll probably never go to your house. Ever.
But if your pet spider dies, will it haunt you? Or could it possibly haunt you?
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe that's us being a little bit silly. But what we're doing right now is we are headed down to Mineral Springs in Alton. You know, ooh, that was a big bolt of lightning too. We're headed into the storm, apparently.
Heading into another storm.
Yep. It was stormed this morning. So, yeah, the Haunted Mineral Springs Hotel, that is going to be the featured location of the third Encounters with the Paranormal. So, we still have it open for submissions of stories. So, if you have a story that you want to go ahead and submit, especially if it's about the old Mineral Springs Hotel there in Alton, please go ahead, hit us up on haunteroadmedia.com and get that submitted to us. And yeah, it's a great location. Check out It's Raining Zen. I know Shana can't say enough about it.
No, it is where I go to find Zen. Really, the energy in there, the place just hums with good energy, and the staff, everybody, Donna and Dave, Carly, everybody is wonderful there. So I highly recommend. They have very nice stones and purses, local artists.
Yeah, Lee and I have books in there.
Lee and Mike have books there. Clothing, ladies go in there, and they have some really nice stuff in there. Himalayan salt lamps, essential oils, everything a New Age store should have in it, these guys have. So highly recommend, and tell them that we sent you there.
Absolutely. Yeah, great place, great people. And yeah, it's like the coolest shop, really. So I love the leather-bound journals that they have in there.
Oh, those are nice.
Sweet.
They are so nice. Uh-oh.
I'm low on gas. Oh, Mike forgot to fill up on gas before we left. We were in such a rush to get out, so we were running behind. We did remember to get drinks, but we forgot to get gas.
Ghosty picture coming soon also to the page. Because
yes.
Ghosty likes to be photographed with storm clouds.
He does. He's a bit of a diva. Missing his sock today, but yeah. So Ghosty is with us. Of course.
Ghosty is always.
Yes.
Always.
Get your Ghosty at haunteroadmedia.com and use the hashtag selfie with Ghosty. We will post it. I know I've gotten a little bit behind here, but I have been getting them out here once or twice a week. And so I'm going to do like a whole big push probably over this weekend while you're at work. And I'll just push a bunch of Ghosty pics. And yeah, we'll get all caught up on that. We got to do a Where's Ghosty? We did one with BPI the other day, which was very cool. We finally got to meet them at the Exchange Hotel last weekend, which was awesome. And we got to get you out there one of these days. Yeah.
Someday, somewhere.
Yeah. It's Raining Zen. Hi.
Hey, how are you guys? Hello.
All right. Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. We'll wait for a couple people to get in there, but we are in the coolest shop in Alton, Illinois right now. It's Raining Zen. We're probably in like one of the coolest sections of the store, and that's the stones.
Nice stones.
Yeah. Shana's checking out a healing crystal book, and I have, of course, Ghosty with us. And right behind us, also, check this out. We have Haunted Road Media books. So we got some from Lee Ehrlich here. We got a few from me. It's good stuff.
So come down here right now and buy some.
Yeah. So, in this one, remember, of course, helps out the Goldenrod Showboat. I'm going to try to, I can't one-hand that back in there. I can't get it in. All right, so yeah, shall we do a little tour? Because
sure.
We're just kind of hanging out right now. We were supposed to be doing something, we kind of fell through, but so we're just kind of hanging out. We'll see where the night takes us, But yep, it's Raining Zen. So this is all the cool stones. There's Dave, the proprietor. Say hi, everybody. Dave. See, we got the bath bombs over here. Shana likes the bath bombs. Yep. So.
Essential oils.
Yep.
Look at these lovely pendulums.
Yep, we got pendulums over here.
Lovely in here. Love it.
Very, very cool stuff. Oh, I'm in the way.
I can think of anything in here that doesn't attract my attention. I'll let hours go by in here. So.
Michelle's saying, looks fantastic there. I would shop till I dropped if I was there. Yeah, you could spend a long time in here. Ginger is joined. Ginger's familiar with this place.
Ginger.
Hello, Ginger. Yeah, and over here we got all
Club
the different.
Red VIP.
There you go, Club Red.
Yeah.
Then we got all the spices over here. So, if anybody wants to do anything with spices, see, nice huge rack. I just said nice huge rack. Well, hello, we're back, and we have a little story that, well, it starts with Shana and Amethyst. We were at It's Raining Sin, and we had a little stone incident come up. So, we'll go ahead and start with the Amethyst story.
Well, over the years, I have tried to keep and hold amethysts in my possession, and whether by necklace or just regular, you know, stones. And since I've started really getting into investigating and stuff like that, I've noticed that either the venues that I've been in or my home has literally eaten every amethyst stone that I've had. And it's not one of those, well, you know, maybe I misplaced it or something like that, because I very religiously put my stones in the same spot every time, because those are important, you know. And then Mike gave me one, and I have had it since day one. Stays with me, stays wherever I put it.
So, I have recently had a quartz crystal go missing, a clear quartz. Not sure when or where it would have gotten lost, but yeah, I was recently looking around for it, tried looking for it a few different times. It's not like I have a big place or anything like that. Looked in some of my cases and bags, and it's just gone. Don't know where it is. So, because I had that go missing, and this is a great suggestion from Shana, since she has the amethyst from me that is stuck around, she decided that she would pick out a quartz for me to see if that would stick around, which pretty sure it will.
And I have always, whenever I pick out my stones, I always pick them out on my own, and I always just close my eyes and reach out, and whichever one calls to me, that's the one that I keep. So
the cool part about this story is that while Shana was doing that, she had her eyes closed and she has her hand over the cup trying to figure out which crystal to take. I had, standing above her, had noticed a crystal that I was like, I like that one. That's the one. I kept staring at it, and Shauna's hand, you know, at first touched it, and then she kept her fingers moving throughout the cup, and then I'm still staring at it, and her fingers came back to it, and she pulled it right out, and that is the one that I have. So very, very cool moment. I just had to give her a big hug and say, hug and say, you're just amazing like that. It's exactly the one I was looking at. You know, there's no way she could have known I was looking at, because I'm standing above her. Her eyes are closed, and you know, her hand's going over the cup. So yeah, it was very, very cool. So
yeah,
that's
just
our.
wanted to share that cheesy little story.
Yeah, that's our gemstone story.
Yeah.
There we go, everybody. Ghosty got pulled over. What was Ghosty doing?
What was Ghosty doing? He was just being way too spooky.
He was being too spooky, so he got pulled over.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're having a little fun with ghost spiders there on the road, Shana and I. It's always a lot of fun when Shana and I get together, and there's always something weird and crazy that happens. Like every other time that I go out there, I'm getting pulled over by that cop. I've yet to get a ticket, and now I probably just jinxed myself. But yeah, poor Ghosty got pulled over, and well, he didn't get arrested, but he better watch out next time. All right, so I have something here. I came back to the Haunted Road Media Room to offer up a bit of a contest. And what we're doing is, for some of our smaller merchandise, we need a smaller logo, just, you know, something like, you know, an icon that can be identified as Haunted Road Media. Now, when you look at this banner. Adam Tillery put together the banner concept. The background of it is my original Photoshop work, where that's my photograph of the Texas road out at Honey Springs Battlefield, and I played with the coloring. I added the shadow person there, and then the smoke. Okay, but that doesn't really play well on something like a keychain or a coffee mug or something like that. Great for like a bumper sticker. So you may see this soon as a bumper sticker. But for some other things, it doesn't really play that well. Even for something like profile pic for Facebook or YouTube or wherever. It's basically that shadow person who's kind of hard to see anyway, and then a bit of the road. So we want to bring it into a bit more of an icon, something that can be quickly identified as Haunted Road Media, even though this is something we can put on some other merchandise and use as like profile pics and icons in other areas of social media. So here's the thing. I have limited artistic abilities. Like, I can do some things, I can play around with Photoshop quite a bit, and when I was younger, if I had kept up some work on it and practice up, I probably could have done something with art, but I didn't do that. I was always very good at taking what I saw and making it to paper and all that, but I didn't practice up, and so I am not a trained artist. But many of you are, and so what I would like to do is put it out there for like maybe the next couple weeks here and see what you guys have as a logo concept for Haunted Road Media. Now, I do have a general idea in mind, okay? And again, not the most fantastic artist, but if you can see, and maybe what I'll have to do is scan it in or something and superimpose it on the video, but basically you have the road going off into the distance. Here's our shadow guy there. I want to keep him. I want to keep the shadow guy because that's actually personal to me, because my first really hardcore paranormal experience was with a shadow person. Okay, there may have been a thing or two before that was paranormal, but this is what set me on the road. So I want to keep the shadow person, and of course we need a road, because it's Haunted Road Media. So those two articles need to stay, and I kind of like the idea of the perspective where you have the road here and then kind of trailing off into the distance, maybe wrapping around or something like that. Maybe on this side, a tree, a moon, I don't know. Get creative, see what you can come up with, and it's one of those, like, when I see it, it's going to be like, that's it. And of course, I'll have input from Shana and what she likes, because she is also Haunted Road Media, and we'll put it up to involve Vanessa, and we'll involve our Cheshire cats. So yeah, so you artists out there, please have at it. See what you can come up with. Of course, once we choose and put that into place, you'll get full credit for all the art. We'll make sure that wherever we put it, wherever we place it, we'll say, so-and-so, contributed this. This is their artwork, the website, social media, all that stuff. Plus, also, I need to give you a little incentive here. Just can't just say, hey, give us a free logo. Although some people are very nice and just are willing to contribute like that. You'll get a free t-shirt, Edge of the Rabbit Hole live stream show t-shirt, and you'll also get a free ghosty. And then also, when we do an unveiling, we'll bring you on the channel on Haunted Road Media. We'll do a little interview, whatever, and we will post that on YouTube, and we'll talk about the art and what you've come up with, what inspired you, what's inspired your art, if you are actually a trained artist or whatever throughout the years. So we'll figure that out, but you'll get a little interview here on Haunted Road Media along with that. So have at it, artists. Knock us out. Show us what you can do, and look forward to seeing the designs for this new Haunted Road Media logo. Thank you very much. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. And hey, till next time.